roast battle Cleveland, make some noise! Who's ready to see some battles tonight? This first match tonight is very special. Not only is it between two former Roast Battle Cleveland champions, one of these guys is soon about to be putting maple syrup on everything and singing "Oh Canada" because he's moving to Vancouver. So with that being said, make some noise for our new Canadian citizen, Big Bob McLure! And his opponent, last year, he was our Roast Battle Cleveland All-Star. Make some noise for Paul! All right, with all the pleasantries aside, Bob, you're going to Canada. Do you want to go first or second?
I'm going to go first.
All right, Bob's going to go first, Pope's going to go second, and we're all going to go...
Hey, I know that Pope is about to spend the next couple of minutes explaining exactly why I'm not invited to the cookout. But in reality, it's just because his tiny ass is terrified of getting mistaken for a raisin in my potato salad.
Nah, because the most disrespectful question he ever asked me is if he was invited to the cookout. No, nigga, you're not. You're moving to Canada because it takes 2 countries to feed you.
Well, dude, when I moved to Canada, when I immigrate to Canada, I'm getting free healthcare. When your family immigrated here, they got systemic racism. Fucking smooth move, dude.
It's better than that massacre that happened in Guyana.
I will make this next one is actually quick, because I know Pope's got to get back to shamesturbating to videos of fat white women stepping on cakes.
It's my favorite.
You may recognize Pope as the "Where's my hug" guy from the Diddy parties.
Because they're slippery, you know?
Yeah.
Let's start with this, man. Bob just had a baby. Congrats on that. Give it up for him. And as you can see, he's still working on that baby weight. I'll fuck with Bob, though.
Oh, man.
Bob, you moving to Canada raises the question, when did they get a Disneyland? Because he's built like a Disney adult? Oh, y'all don't got TikTok. All right, so this is fat people that, all right.
I'm married to a Disney adult, if that counts. That works out, dude.
Next joke will be way better, I promise.
Much like world-famous director and noted foot fetishist Quentin Tarantino, Pope is a really big fan of shoes. Loves shoes, you know? Unlike Tarantino, though, Pope is completely unfuckable, you know, so it's Django unbanged over here. It's...
Do y'all know how fucked up I got called unfuckable by a guy that's built like this. Bob's so fat.
How?
He looks like he referees food fights. What the fuck? I told you that next one was gonna be better, right?
It's fucking wild, man. What a great city. For $20, you can come see 400 pounds of depression get called a food fight referee by a DEI Keebler elf. Man, this is fucking wild. This is wild, guys. If Pope's vibe could talk, it would say, "Hi, I'm the black guy on this community college recruitment poster."
Yup, nigga. My parents didn't come to this country for this shit. Okay, so Bob's bisexual, right? Because he had to, like, get way more options. But he's bisexual. He's bisexual and he described himself as a top. Now, if this thing is a top, what was left of that bottom?
Man, you ought to know, dude, the only thing keeping Pope from being piped is I and D. Oh man, no, that's crazy to get. I am a member of the LGBT community. Thank you so much to a member of the LGBT community. Pope is originally from Queens, New York, and then Buffalo, New York, and now Cleveland, Ohio. So much like the Catholics, this Pope just keeps shuffling pedophiles to shittier cities.
Nah, for real, my parents really didn't come to this country. As y'all know, Bob is moving to Canada. And I asked him what was the one thing he was going to miss about Cleveland the most. And he said it's the potholes because those were his favorite bowls. Some of us like croutons, he loves gravel. Like it's... Was that 5? Oh, shit.
Make some noise for these guys. That was funny as hell. You guys are really good. All right, we're going to go to the judges' table. Justin, what do you see for this one?
Bob, questions. You think Quentin Tarantino is fuckable?
He's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of money.
Okay, this is not a good angle for you. You're not doing any favors. Bob, I thought you had some really, toward the end, you had some really, really good jokes. The college poster was just so fucking good. But Pope, man, you know, you're so good, man. Your joke, the Disney thing bombed, and then you saved it with the Save TikTok, and that got a huge pop. So you had literally nothing fall flat in the food fights and you said yup. And got a joke, like a laugh as big as his biggest joke, just saying yup. So, yeah, Pope wins for me. Good job, Pope and Bob.
All right, that's one for Pope. DJ.
You're a top?
Yeah.
That was the shocking piece of information I learned this whole battle. Like, niggas unlock your stomach? Anyways. You know, the college poster was insane. Definition of Pope, absolutely. It was a phenomenal one. And then the DEI Kibler, that was
Keebler Elf.
whatever Pope is, that was a great one because he's dipped in chocolate. Anyways, Pope, the bottom, the 2 countries, and the food referee. Those 3 was such a beautiful meal. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Pope.
All right, so Pope is your winner, but Jimmy, we still want to hear what you have to say. It's on.
What? Is this on?
It's on. Just talk.
Can you hear me? I thought this was very, very even. Bob, the "Where's My Hug" at the Diddy party, that was very funny. The Keebler Elf one was very good, but and the community college one. But I think Pope, the 2 countries that fucking killed me, the food fight one, and then what sold it for me was when you called him a top. That crushed. That was a very funny joke. So again, I'm sorry, clean sweep for Pope.
All right, your winner, Pope, is sending Bob's ass packing to Canada. And also our judges' table. Are you going over there? Or? All right. Make some noise for those guys. That was a hell of a battle. Now, you guys ready for your next battle? First up, and no longer living with his dad, make some noise for Austin Robinson. And his opponent, make some noise for Skye Johnson! All right, Skye, you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Austin's going to go first. Skye's going to go second, and we're all going to go.
Skye's parents died when she was a baby. What a loser. Skye was also recently cast to be on Netflix's show Age of Attraction. But producers did not go any further because they realized she had nobody to disappoint at home. Fucking orphan.
Very funny. That was good. That was good. Austin came from humble beginnings, seriously. Both of his parents were drug addicts, and he decided to follow his dreams and become a stand-up comedian. He was down, and he's still down.
Comedy's for the broken and the damned. Go be like a nurse practitioner, you stupid bitch.
Very funny.
Skye's a living example of gentrification. She comes from a mixed household. They started with their neighborhoods, and now they're doing it from the inside. It's like Reagan with crack.
Austin fought cancer, and he won. Give it up, seriously. That is amazing. It really is. And with his second chance at life, he decided to pursue stand-up comedy. Austin, the cancer should have took you.
Thank you, little orphan Aryan. Skye Johnson's the perfect example of what Hitler envisioned for, the youth. I didn't know Hitler was into such dumb bitches. Huh?
That was really good. That was really good, Hacks Robinson. Obviously, Austin had testicular cancer, which means he only has
Obviously.
Which means he only has one ball, but it's okay, because no one wanted to fuck you anyways, and you're really ugly, so you should probably not have kids. Ugly with hair and without hair.
She really got my dumb ass. I don't know. Skye's nickname in high school was Skye the Rock Johnson. They later redacted that name because The Rock outscored her on the SAT. Stupid.
Austin's killing it in comedy, honestly. Like, you can see him everywhere around Cleveland, mostly at Starbucks, trying to get girls' number off their mobile orders. Creepy.
It's just like, it's actually just a link. And if you follow that link, it doesn't go anywhere.
You also followed them home.
Skye did blackface last Halloween.
No.
But she's later learned from that, now she just does too much highlighter face. Which I find more offensive.
I didn't do blackface. Austin Robinson is living, breathing proof that if you try hard and you work at something and you write jokes every day and you give it your all, you can still suck.
That's 5 jokes. Make some noise for them right there. Man, that one got a little mean. Okay. You did great. Judges, Bob wants to go first. Let's hear what he's got to say.
All the vitriol in that battle, would you two just fuck already? Jesus Christ. No, seriously, you both look like the person that you date right before you're like, God damn, do I have to settle down? Woof. Austin, it does take a lot of ball to call a blonde... to call a blonde white woman a bitch, follow it up with racism, and then double down on the bitch line. That having been said, the mobile orders was so fucking funny, and I'm a little mad I never thought of that. So, this one is Skye for me.
That's one for Skye. Jimmy.
Austin, I thought you had some really funny jokes with the little orphan Aryan, but you should have just left it at that. Can I give you some comedy advice? No. It doesn't track well when you call a woman a dumb bitch. I know from experience. Yeah, but it was. Yeah, but you're also supposed to be funny. So, it's more about being funny. Skye, the mobile orders joke, that crushed me. I'm gonna have to give it to Skye.
All right, that's 2 for Skye. DJ.
Wow, this was, oh God. I was so scared the whole time. Skye, it's sort of crazy because this is what you would look like if you transitioned.
She'd have a better mustache.
And at least one more ball.
All right. Wow, that was beautiful, guys. Now, you had written jokes, but you did come in angry, and I think, well, no, not just screaming, just like your face is red. I can tell that you're, calm down. Especially when you're battling a woman, because no matter what, if you are yelling at a woman or like belittling her, you're not gonna win unless you're ultra creative or sensitive about it. Skye really didn't even have any jokes written. She said the same joke 5 times, but in different formats. But because her rebuttals, her softness, and her just literally looking at you like, what the fuck is this weirdo on? She was able to win. So she does have my vote.
All right, well, that's 3 for Skye, but Justin, what do you have to say?
Austin, you did the joke about the mixed family, but you didn't tell anyone that one of her parents is black. You didn't give that piece of information, so the joke didn't make any sense. If you would have led with that and gave us that, it could have been better. Skye, follow him home. That was so fucking funny. You guys are just so fucking mean to each other. Jesus fucking Christ. So Skye wins, but Clem, one thing I gotta circle back to. At the end of last round, you said Jimmy's the only one who didn't want to fuck them. You know I'm not gay, right?
He just likes to get pegged.
You basically...
Getting pegged isn't gay.
Yeah, it's not. You were just like, oh my God, Pope, you are just not only funny, you're handsome. Oh my God.
I just wanted
Pope,
to make
you are
sure.
so...
Yeah, quite frankly, I feel like Justin owes me some pussy.
All right, Skye wins. Good job,
All right,
Skye.
Skye wins, clean sweep. Austin really had a funny joke, and then he tagged it with, you stupid bitch, and I hate you. It's like, all right, we get it. All right, you guys ready for your next battle? We're going to change the energy up here right now. Get ready for monotony. We're going to have an Akron Grudge match. First up, he runs a show in Akron every Sunday night at Barmacy. Make some noise for Matt Farkas!
I danced too white for this.
Phil Collins is white, so we're all good. All right, and his opponent from Manchester, Ohio, make some noise for Brett Thomas! Are you going to watch WrestleMania?
Yeah, I'm a corporate shell.
All right, just for that, you want to go first or second?
I go first.
All right, Brett's going to go first. Farcus is going to go second. And we're all going to go...
Matt's a big Star Wars fan. And on all the planets, he looks like he knows the ages of consent.
Look, I'm not trying to make a mistake that gets me in jail. At least I'm still trying to. Brett, I'm going to start this off how you start every sexual encounter with your wife. I love you, and I'm sorry.
George Lucas had a quote about Star Wars. It's like poetry, it rhymes. That statement is like Matt's comedy, cringy.
Agreed. Yeah, I have a target audience. It's a real tragedy. I used to think, at least, that Brett's parents died when he was very young. But in some way, it's kind of nice because in that same way, somewhere his parents still have hope for his future. was good. I told you, I'm sorry.
No, it was good.
Yeah.
I loved it. It looks like they're paying Matt with the show with Star Wars action figures, comic books, and corned beef.
They are. How do you think I can pay to get here? I just flipped that shit. No, I just gotta say, I love hanging out with Brett. My favorite thing is to take him to Cedar Point because I'm not making any like statements or implications. I just walk with him to the front of the line and they let us on. I didn't say anything. They made assumptions.
Matt went to college for political science to tell which side Boba Fett was on.
Money. That's the side. Brett is a gravedigger, and I always thought he got that job so that he could work with his parents. Turned out he's just really bad at paperwork.
True. Matt is such a Star Wars nerd that he could not enjoy Star Wars pornography because of lore issues.
You gotta keep it canonical, man.
Like, there's no way Princess Leia would have sex with all 5 guys that are roofing her house.
They don't have dryers in space. Brett's glasses aren't for the sake of his vision at this point. They're just for hope. If he does not have them on, he's not legally blind. He's legally just guessing.
All right, that's 5 jokes. Make some noise for these guys. All right, Justin, how'd you see this battle going?
Brett, I want to first thank you for that mental image of Princess Leia getting spit roasted. That's very pleasant. And Matt, I've seen you battle a lot. I think this was your best battle that I've ever seen you do. So great job. Give it up for Matt, everybody. He is great.
Farcus.
The Cedar Point and the graveyard, work with his parents, made me laugh especially hard because my dad's buried at the cemetery where Brett works. And he told me he would clean his headstone for me.
Did you?
I don't think he did, but Brett, I hope you'll still do that, but I give it to Matt. Great job, Matt.
All right, that's 1 for Matt. DJ.
Wow. Brett, that was, you're very pretty. I'm proud of you. You are up there. Matt, Gravedigger was the joke of the battle. Matt.
All right, that's 2 for Farkas. Jimmy.
Brett, you had some really funny jokes, like the age of consent on the Star Wars planets and the lore issues. That was very funny. All your jokes were about Star Wars, dude. You went a little too heavy on the Star Wars jokes. Matt had more variety. Matt, the front of the line joke fucking killed me. That killed me. And the Gravedigger joke. You guys both did well, but I'm going to have to give it to Matt.
All right,
But I didn't like this battle. They're 2 of the nicest people in the world. And this was awful. This was like a puppy fight. I didn't like it.
They're 2 sweethearts. They really are. Bob, we already know Matt won, but what do you got to add?
I vehemently disagree with Jimmy about Star Wars, and quite frankly, find your lack of faith disturbing. I fucking love when somebody commits to a bit like that. So, well done for committing to a bit like that. Also, brave of you to sound the way that you do and wear the logo of the person dismantling the Department of Education.
That's it.
Fuck, if only Pope had worn a WWE logo. No, Matt, just honestly, very well done. Brilliant. But I don't think that lore issues and roofing got the fucking credit it deserved because that joke is a goddamn masterpiece.
It was good. I
It
agree.
was good. All right, that's it. Farkas is your winner. Farkas keeping that hot streak going on, man. He's been on fire lately. All right, we're halfway through the battles. You guys ready for your last 3 battles? Next up, these guys do a podcast together called Let the Hate Flow Through You. You can find it on YouTube and everywhere you find podcasts. It's a great show. I've been on it twice. They're going to battle against each other. So first up, he is a legend. He's one of the producers of the show. Make some noise for Jeremy. And his opponent and podcast co-host, make some noise for El Giordano Diablo, Jordan Petri.
I gotta sandbag his entrance.
Yeah, nobody's moving on this stage, let's be real. Jeremy, since you're one of the producers of the show, you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
All right, Jeremy's going to go second. Jordan's going to go first. Let's do it.
Jeremy, do me a favor. Take off your hat. Ben Franklin did fuck the Grimace. 4 sore and 7 years ago.
Grimace was the top. This is El Giordano Diablo. He is not Latino. He should just be wearing a mask all the time.
Thank you, asexual tyrannosaur. It's a fact that Jeremy Shear did have breast reduction surgery as a kid. It's also proof that nothing can fix God's mistakes.
There is no prayer in Judaism to fix a boy with tits.
They don't work anyway.
Let's see. El Giordano Diablo, if you do not know, which probably not, he used to host a mic at the Rowley Inn. Before it was on diners, drive-ins, and dives, it was a place I was excited to get a pickled egg at, which is the perfect place for El Giordano Diablo to do his set 3 times with the same jokes and not remembering that he did them. People getting shot in front of the bar.
Firebombed. Don't forget about the car.
Oh, yeah, the firebombing. And, yes, before it was on diners, drive-ins, and dives, it was full of douchebags, dick suckers, and drunks.
That is very true. The second time, everybody laughed at the joke, and then the third time, they all looked at me like I was a fucking idiot. And I didn't understand why until they told me. But you know what, Jeremy? You're making it okay to use it as a pronoun.
I identify as Cousin It. Even though Jordan's goatee makes him look like a child's drawing of a henchman, Jordan will never shave it off because that's where the HPV lives.
It's psoriasis, you fat fuck. Jeremy Shear talks a lot about asexual visibility and phobia. Have you looked in a mirror? Were you not marginalized enough as a fat, retarded Jew? You can laugh at that, it's okay.
Yes, I am a Jew.
Fuck, I just lost right there.
Oh, but there's more. A lot of Jordan's heroes got sober and clean through DDP yoga, which is, yeah, I think Chris did too, actually. But Jordan also used DDP to get clean. dick sucking and double penetration. You cannot put any pills in your holes if they are filled.
That's really nice coming from the human version of a tuna can ashtray.
He knows why he had those all over his apartment.
That's also true. I forgot about that.
Oh,
We were using
I
it like
remember.
using the oil as like a candlelit dinner. All right, Jeremy, you appropriate white culture like a liberal Kid Rock. Give it up for Tucker Carlson's for sleep paralysis demon, everybody.
Tucker, if you're watching, I would like to sit on your chest. So, are we on last joke? Okay. So, Jordan, nothing that you do will make people forget about the things you did when you were drunk. The broken promises, the broken appliances, the broken hearts, the fact that you have a fiancé tattoo, but no more fiancé. But, what you can do is make people remember you for the best work you've been doing of your life. And I appreciate you doing that with me, so thank you.
You know what's funny is I was gonna say no matter what. Thank you very much, you middle-aged Ninja Turtle mutant.
Let's go bathe in some ooze together.
I love you, buddy.
All right, yeah, kiss.
Kiss. Battle.
I'm Jewish now.
Oy vey.
He tastes like chicken salad.
As somebody that's kissed Jeremy on the roast battle stage before, let's not talk about what you taste like. So,
Cigarettes.
Was the tuna fish ashtray right there. All right. Speaking of people who like to kiss, Jimmy, how'd you see this battle going?
Oh man, dude, El Diablo, the Ben Franklin and God's Mistakes and the tuna fish ashtray. I think the tuna fish ashtray is the funniest joke I've heard tonight. The DDP yoga, Jeremy, that was very funny. You guys both look like broken wrestlers from the 80s. I'm sure you guys will have a lot to talk about in group at the halfway house, but I'm going to have to give it to El Diablo.
That is where they record the podcast. Bob, how'd you see this one going? That's one for Jordan.
What a fucking great night of battles tonight. Seriously, what an awesome night of battles tonight. And I really loved this one between the first girl eliminated from Drag Race, both in and out of drag.
That's two bangers in a row from Bob at the judges
man.
table.
Jeremy, Jesus Christ, I wrote down, Jesus Christ, Jeremy, I could have started and finished the episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives before this joke ends. I really loved the tagging with the HPV. That was fucking great. That joke was a haymaker. But yeah, obviously, Diablo. Yeah.
All right, it's two for Jordan. DJ, how'd you see this one?
Wow. I gotta do some yoga now. I'm so excited. I was finding a way to get skinny, which is something you two could do as well.
Nope.
This was a really cute battle. Child's drawing was a phenomenal joke.
Thank you.
Because he really does look like a henchman. He, like, Despicable Me type shit. I love that so much. But Grimace was a top, but you are a bottom. He did fuck you.
All right, that's three for Jordan. But Justin, we still want to hear what you have to say.
They look like a mother and son juggalos.
Violent, gay, and saggy man tits. Who's going chicken hunting?
No, I mean, the best battles are when you can tell that the people battling are friends. That you know each other, that, you know, you guys can rip and you know, like, what you guys put your cigarettes out in each other's apartments, you know? So, I mean, honestly, I had it really, really close, so it's not a clean sweep. I'll vote for Jeremy.
All right, there you go. Jeremy gets one. Jordan is your winner. Make some noise for these guys. That was your first battle? That was Jordan's first ever battle. That was fucking awesome. Make some noise for those guys. That was good as hell. Oh my God. And Bob, you got all you guys. You're killing it from the judges' table tonight. You too, Justin. All right. That was real funny. No. Yeah, you should have. Yeah, it's okay. We got 2 battles left. Who's ready for? This next one is an extra special treat. We got one of the producers from Roast Battle Cleveland versus one of the producers from Roast Battle Detroit. So without further ado, all the way from the Motor City, make some noise for Skippy. He's got to end it because he's got to come up here. All right, you guys saw him already. You know him. You love him. One of the producers of the show. Make some noise for Kyle Haunhorst. All right, he's back. All right, Kyle, this is your show. You want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
All right, Kyle's going to go second. Skippy's going to go first. Let's do it. Battle, 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 battle.
I feel so grateful to be standing here next to a man so handsome. Yeah, he has a body built for film, like the boulder from Indiana Jones. Yeah, no, in all earnesty, I think people, you know, they make fun of his weight too much, Kyle, and it's not fair, okay? He has an eating disorder, all right? Where he has to eat an entire bag of dicks every time he's on stage.
Hey guys, give it up for Skippy Rose, everybody, coming all the way down from Detroit. Here's a fun fact about Skippy. That's not her real name. Her real name is Malfunctioning Vibrator. We were supposed to battle 2 weeks ago, but Skippy got a gig opening for a comic at a club. Normally when Skippy opens for a comic, it's an open micer in the bathroom of a dive bar.
That's how babies are made. No. Kyle, you look like your belly undoes your belt buckle more than your wife does. Yeah, the name Haunhorst actually did a little bit of juggling. It means a place where cocks rest, right? And it's also the name of the chair that he sits in when other people fuck his wife.
Yeah. Skippy recently did have a baby. Give it up for that. During her pregnancy, the only time she could feel the baby kick was when she was walking down a flight of stairs in an attempt to make her fall.
Oh, man. Are you doing okay there, my guy? You just seem like... You look like you get winded from watching BattleBots. I mean, I can't even believe you dated in high school. I really can't. Like, okay, so he dated this chick in high school, Kyle, that, like, got herpes while they were dating from other people, right? And then they kept dating. And it sort of makes sense why she kept dating Kyle, because she needed his needle dick to pop all the blisters.
You were my favorite prom date, Skippy. Skippy's such a shitty mom, her baby wants to throw her in a dumpster. That's good. I'll leave it at that.
Wow, big talk coming from somebody that looks like they're one taquito away from tequiling over. No, you look like you sweat every time a cupcake walks past you. Yeah, no, actually, fun fact, Kyle got his culinary start when he realized he could use his belly overhang as a panini press.
Yeah, I call it the chunk oven. I got it from Dave Herron. Give it up for Skippy. Doesn't she look like the lead in a porn parody for Harry Potter and the Goblet of Cocks? She looks like the girl that didn't get into Hogwarts, but rather that Hogwarts got into her.
All I heard was lead roll. No, Kyle, you look like you come like an Amazon package. Alarmingly fast, and an immigrant has to be exploited. Yeah. Speaking of horrible businesses, Kyle's mom owns a Subway. That's her job, right? And it kind of makes sense, right? Because she has plenty of experience taking care of an unhealthy sack of meat that only sad people like.
Eat fresh. Skippy has a joke about how her pussy looks like George Clooney's chin. It's real. My cousin once waited on George Clooney at a restaurant, and he said he was a huge dickhead. Skippy's from Detroit. Maybe you should call your pussy Gordie Howe the way you're giving out Red Wings.
Oh, make some noise for these two. Come on. All right, judges. We're going to go, because he got a drink, we're going to go with Justin. How do you see this one going?
I thought I was happy in life. I ate a lot of Subway. I think I'm more depressed than I thought. Kyle, the dumpster joke was really good. And Skippy, you fumbled it by not saying, yeah, you're built. He looks like a dumpster. There was a lot there to work with that I would have loved. But Skippy, you were very good. All your jokes, the belt buckle, the battle bods, everything was very funny from you. So it was close. I had it 4-5. Skippy wins. Great job, Skippy.
All right, that's one for Skippy. DJ.
Wow. This battle shows you that autism is a spectrum. Trains. That's what the card says. So, Kyle, I was upset. Cause, God damn it, she's from Detroit. She come over here and start whooping ass for real? Like, damn, her rebuttals was crazy. She had 2 extra jokes per time, and a lot of them landed. I got to give it to Skippy.
I love somebody in the back who's like, yeah.
All right, Jimmy.
Both of you guys did really, really well. Skippy, the belt buckle joke was really funny, and the Amazon drone joke was really funny. But Kyle, the dumpster joke killed me. The Red Wings joke and the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Cocks or whatever you said was very funny. I'm going to have to give it to my boy Kyle. I don't think this
All right, everybody, that's good. That's 2 for Skippy, 1 for Kyle. Bob, it's up to you here.
Fine. I'm happy that we didn't have a super lopsided battle, especially one between Kyle and the middle school art teacher that 13-year-old Kyle masturbated to. The dumpster joke was obviously the Clooney joke was very funny. Gordie Howe fucking murdered me. I will say, Skippy, it is 100% true that fat guys put stuff under our fat to warm it up. 100%. 100%. You ever leave a tube of Carmex in your car in the winter and you know how it's all... Dude, I slipped that right up under here, dude. 2 minutes, I'm good to go.
We do the same thing with our tips, man.
100%.
That's how I know.
God damn it if I don't want this to go to sudden death. Let's go sudden death.
All right, in death.
All right, everybody, give it up one last time for Tina Fey. Didn't you get arrested for having sex with one of your students?
It's interesting that you mentioned students, right? Because his voice perpetually sounds like a PE teacher, like a red-faced PE teacher addressing a gym full of middle school students, which makes sense because he has a lot of court-appointed practice.
One last joke. Fuck you, Bob. No, just kidding. All right, rapid fire. How do you guys got this?
Skippy.
I have a Kyle.
I have a Kyle.
That's what the judges want, I guess. Let's hope they got one extra special one saved up.
Okay. Like I've mentioned before, right? Kyle's mom owns a Subway, right? So she's sort of the middleman between Jared and the children. Kyle saw this and thought to himself, cut out the middleman, right? And he became a lunch lady.
I prefer lunch gentlemen, but that's okay. Skippy has a mixed baby from Detroit, so I'm assuming its first words are going to be, what up, doe? All right.
Kyle, where we go? Come on. Who you got? Kyle.
Kyle!
Kyle.
Kyle.
Kyle wins. There we go. Great job. Wonderful battle. Great job.
Hey, my cousin Big Lunch just got out of prison. He's going to be battling here soon. Just letting you know.
Oh, shit. What up, though? All right. Sometimes that actually works out. Okay, the second sudden death joke was way better. All right. That was way better, right? I don't know. All right, we got one battle left. Who's ready for it? This is your final battle of the night. Make some noise! Much like Jeremy and El Hordano, these two also used to host a podcast together, but unfortunately, the brown Petri dish has been emptied. And
it was called The Bomb Hard, and I was part of it too.
That's right. Yeah, John Brown has had 18 different podcasts. I'm sure he's got 2 more coming tonight. So, everybody, your first contestant, battler, comic, make some noise from Akron, Ohio for John Brown. And his good friend from Cleveland, Ohio, make some noise for Brandon Petri. All right, Brandon, as a former champ, you want to go first or second? All right, he's going to go second. John's going to go first. We're all going to go battle.
What's up, everybody? How we doing tonight? Good. It's very good to be here. Cool roasting the first Nazi that dies in every World War II movie. Brandon says he has scoliosis, and he looks like he was really excited to find out that doesn't disqualify you from joining ICE.
Damn right. I have scoliosis. I look at my toes a lot. John's still trying to find his. John moved from Denison, Texas to the big 330. Not too many people can say they've moved from their birthplace to their birth weight.
Actually was my weight 4 years ago. But yeah, Brandon often takes his black fiance to Renaissance fairs, street festivals, and museums. I think he heard the term conversion therapy and thought that meant he could turn her white. No.
My black fiance says you got the sugar. John looks like the frog that was trying to get kissed by a princess until the Burger King made the first move.
That was a good one, Anthony Jeselnik.
Thanks, Jared's before pictures.
Brandon looks like Mountain Dew stunted the growth of his facial hair.
It did. It did. Code red to be exact. John can't swallow pills because he doesn't have a neck. So he has to hide all of his medications and soft foods like a sick dog. Every day he starts his day off with eggs Benadryl. And ends it with chicken cordon bleu chew.
I do love Blue Chew. Everybody give it up for Ellen DeGenderless. I don't think Brandon actually has scoliosis. I think that's just how you stand when you get pegged every night.
It's not good. It's not good.
It wasn't genetics. It was Haley that tore that back out.
That's why I'm marrying her. Can't take that from the guy that dips his ED pills in ranch.
They're better that way.
It is. John looks like the product of Rosie O'Donnell fucking Fred Durst.
I'm going to take that as a compliment. I don't know.
Break stuff, John. Break stuff.
Give it up for the guy who turns his music up driving by high school kids so they think he's cool. Brandon said his worst breakup was when his prom date left him for an abusive fat guy. And I gotta say, that's bullshit. I never hit your mom.
Could you hit my mom? She's a terrible dancer. When John was 20, his girlfriend cheated on him with a produce stalker. Ever since that love triangle, John's been taking his anger out on the food pyramid.
That was a great battle. Make some noise for these guys. Last battle of the night. Bob, I know you got the microphone, but since Jimmy is the third member of this podcast, I want him to
go
win
last.
first. You want to go last?
I want to go last.
All right, Bob, go for it.
In the interest of impartiality, I will say that John Brown is one of my absolute best friends in the entire world. And when I meet with my therapist on Thursday, I am going to have to talk about watching my best friend get murdered. So that's going to be tough.
Damn.
Jesus. Honestly, I just thought that was going to be funnier than the other one I had written down, which was that on that podcast, Brandon carried John so hard that's why his back is fucked up. Honestly, I thought this was a really fucking good battle. Brandon.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Brandon was throwing some haymakers, and John, you were giving them right back. And if any battle in the history of the world deserved to go sudden death, I think it's this battle. So I'm actually going to abstain and let this one go sudden death.
All right, one vote for sudden death. Justin. Oh, I got to weigh in.
Hey, hold your fucking horses.
Maybe we can go 3 sudden deaths on this one.
So, John, you had a good scoliosis joke, which almost no one ever does. No, everyone's scoliosis jokes bombs because he looks fucking normal. He looks pretty fucking normal. But you had a good one. But I mean, Brandon, the no neck, the ED pills and ranch. He had a really great joke about your fiance, and you turned it around to your benefit. I know Bob wants sudden death, but I have it by a long shot, Brandon winning. Battle of the night, but Brandon, my vote, Brandon.
That's one for Brandon. PJ.
Wow, that was a phenomenal battle. I'm not gonna hold you. That was like one of my favorite battles.
One more time, make some noise for these guys. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
You know, it sort of felt like that Wii video of them like playing tennis, of going back and forth. Every single time John threw something, you hit it right back. It was really, really back and forth. I do want to see sudden death. I want to see sudden death.
All right, that's one more abstaining. Jimmy.
Okay, you guys are two of my best friends. Very funny, very funny. John, you had a lot of good jokes. Brandon, the sugar joke, that fucking killed me. Also, I want to say, you guys both look, you look like Buzz and Woody in a gay porno parody. But we all know what we want. We want sudden death. Sudden death. Sudden death! Sudden death! Sudden death! Sudden death!
First order. You're going first.
Me first? A lot of people think that John is a deep thinker because he's got a squinty 1,000-yard stare. But it's actually just because he's lonely, horny, and not legally allowed within 1,000 feet of an elementary school.
I'm also high most of the time. I don't know. That's Brandon played basketball when he was in middle school, and I would tell you what his teammates called him, but we're not supposed to use people's dead names. So, yeah.
It was Ellen.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, that was it. I thought it was a good joke, John. I guess got that wrong. All right, judges, how'd you got this?
Brandon.
Petri.
Brandon.
Had it the first time. Brandon.
Okay. Brandon's your winner. Good job. He said it so sassy, too. He said, I said Brandon. All right. You guys have a good time tonight or what? One more time. Make some noise for your judges. All of the battlers. Check us out on YouTube, Roast Battle Cleveland. Check out Instagram. We got stuff going on. And thank you guys for coming out. Have a great night.